Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Felicia. I'm a Nigerian YouTuber based in Lagos. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for clicking on my video to watch it. I create content around fashion, lifestyle, sewing and DIYs, and I do a bit of vlogs too, okay? So I've got something to interest you on this channel. You might want to go through my channel before you leave, okay? And please subscribe and join the family so that you can, always behold this creative, talented, beautiful diva just like yourself, okay? So my returning subscribers, those that have been subscribed to my channel, even to the most recent subscribers, I thank you so much for doing that act of clicking on that subscribe button and so far supporting and watching my videos. I really appreciate it. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you tips for someone who wants to start this sewing thing. Like, the points I'm going to be giving are not just things that apply with sewing. It's something that also applies to whatever it is you want to venture into in your life. So if you're not even into sewing, these points I'm going to be highlighting are things that you really want to take into consideration whenever you're trying to enter into something new. I just want to share with you guys tips, things that will help you to actually get on that journey and drop all the excuses and all the things that probably make you scared of this sewing of a thing. Like, honestly, that's why I'm going to be sharing this video, and I hope you find or see reasons why you need to take that step. So if you want to hear my tips to just do things, please keep on watching, okay? The first thing I'm going to be talking about is start simple. When you find something that you want to learn more about, you want to know more about this concept, you want to try something new, you have to start simple. Don't go and take the highest thing, like the let me use sewing for example. So for instance, I want to learn how to sew, and the first video or the first thing I'm trying to recreate is how to make a corset. Please, how will I not get discouraged? So start simple, start small. It's good to start small, especially for something that you haven't done before. You have to try to start small. So for instance, I want to learn how to sew. The first thing I should be starting with is probably how to make a skirt. As simple as a basic pencil skirt without any lining or anything extra. I'll try to go for making simple skirts or simple shift dresses or simple boo-boos or anything simple when it comes to fashion. Things that are not too complex, things that may not even require patterns, things that you can just easily whip up, because this is your first time and you're trying to start something new. You don't want to take on something that will discourage you and make you give up even when you haven't even tried. So always start small. But the tip I like to give a person who is trying to learn how to sew is, since you want to make dresses, you want to learn how to make dresses for yourself, that's the reason why you want to start sewing, right? I advise you to start with actual clothes. Don't go and start by sewing small things like maybe a scrunchie or something that is not really in that direction. It will limit you and it won't really give you that push, and it won't even give you that sense of adventure, oh, I'm going to be making this simple shift dress. That excitement won't really be there. Yes, it may be there to some extent, but it won't really push you. And you, at the beginning stage, you want something that would ginger you to see it through, because at the end of the day, when you finish making that beautiful dress, that simple shift dress, you can put it on and take a picture and be like, yay, my first dress. Who them be, where them they, as in I have finally made a dress for myself, my first dress ever. So start really simple. At the point of your starting, what you want to be targeting is how to make straight stitches to perfect your straight stitch before you now start experimenting with badass fashion designer stuff. Okay, so start simple, but start with a clothing item. As I said, these points I'm giving still apply to whatever it is you're doing. Take, for instance, you want to learn how to take pictures or be a photographer. You have to start simple. You have a camera, fine. You start taking pictures, right? Nobody's telling you to go and buy a softbox, buy that, get all those fancy gadgets, get the backdrops. You know, you have to have a certain kind of lighting that you have to, at a certain time of the day, the kind of lighting to use, where to shoot what. Just start simple, because if you start thinking of all those technical things, it may just push you off the whole idea. Same applies to everything we do in life. Whatever you want to start in this life, just start simple. Start with the simplest thing in that field. I won't say, because I want to learn how to cook now, okay, I'll go and boil hot water, because that's basically, it's still cooking. You're boiling the water, so it's cooking. No, that's not an actual food. Okay, so the second tip is befriend whatever tool that is required. As I'm giving this example, imagine whatever it is you want to learn and apply that into that area. Okay, so I'm going to be using sewing as an example a lot, because this is a sewing channel, and yeah, I'm going to be referring to that, but just apply it to whatever it is that you want to learn. So befriend your tools. In sewing, in the case of sewing, befriend your sewing machine. The sewing machine is there to help you create those fabulous styles that you have been wanting to make all the while. You look at Instagram, you see one fine babe showing off one clothes. You look on YouTube, you see someone who's in Nigerian clothing haul. You look here, you look there, and you're like, oh God, I wish I can sew these things. And you have a sewing machine. Even if you don't have, maybe you're planning to buy one because it's something you want to do. Befriend your sewing machine. Your sewing machine is like your servant. It's what you give it that you get. To play with it. By befriending your sewing machine, for a first timer, what you need to do is mark straight lines. Set up your sewing machine. There are lots of videos on how to set up the sewing machine. I have a video where you can learn how to thread your sewing machine and wind the bobbin. The other videos you can watch to actually learn how to operate a sewing machine. So start using your machine. Let it stop lying there. Run straight stitches as many times as possible. Run those stitches until they become perfect. The great thing about sewing is the more you do it, the better it becomes. The more you do it, the better it becomes. The more you do it, the better it becomes. Once your straight stitches are perfect, you are one step ahead. One step higher than those that are still thinking, sewing is difficult to. After you have perfected your straight stitches and you're loving your machine and your machine is obeying you and it's been a loyal servant and producing these fine stitches, you go on to doing squiggly lines, like use your pencil chalk mark, or use your tailor's chalk, whatever. Just do a squiggly line like this and try to follow that line. Just play with it. Once you have gotten used to how to maneuver these lines and you've gotten a perfect straight line, even if you may not really get a perfect squiggly line, you're almost close to it, it's still a start. It's still better than someone who just knows how to do straight line. To what they say, practice makes perfect. So the second tip I've given you right now is befriend your sewing machine. Like, embrace your tools, be in love with it. It's there to make things and make you create great and wondrous things. So why not use it? Okay, do a lot of research when you want to learn something new, in this case sewing. Thankfully on YouTube there are loads of videos, loads and loads, and in fact I can't count how many videos on how to make something. If you have finally chosen the simple thing you want to start with, how to make a basic skirt, how to make a gathered skirt, I have one video up, you can go and check that out. I'm going to leave that in the description as well. Just go watch these videos before you even start watching this video. First of all, you're going to throw away that thought that sewing is difficult. Throw it in the bin before you actually go and watch these videos. Throw it away, trash it. After trashing it in the bin, go and throw it in the outside bin so that Loma will carry it away totally, so that you will not have that thought ever again. Because sewing is not difficult. All you need to do is put your mind to it. Once you're watching a video, clear your mind. Try to take as much time as possible to play it over and over and over again. When I mean over and over again, for each step, if the first step is to maybe draft the pattern, make sure you have understood how to draft that pattern before you go on to sewing, because by the time you are piling up all these things, piling it up and without following the steps and understanding it step by step, by the time you've piled up to the end, you look at it like it's too cumbersome. I'm like, I can't even do it. That thought that Loma has carried away will come back to your head. I don't know how you do that, but just take your time. The day you want to start doing this thing, actually have all the materials that is required from that video that you're watching. Have all the materials, okay? And most of these videos have the materials listed in the description box, so you don't even need to watch it first. Just get out those materials, get everything down, and watch. As you watch what they're doing, follow their steps, replicate it, follow the steps, replicate it, follow the steps. As you're replicating it, you're understanding it, because now you're actually doing it on your paper or doing it on your fabric, so it sticks better. When it becomes like it's so difficult is when you're not actually doing it, but you're just watching. As you're watching it, pause your video, do whatever it is the person has done. If you need to go back to watch it again, that particular step, watch it again and replicate it on your own pattern. And little by little, everything gets clear. All you need to do is to identify the people whose teaching you actually understand. That's if you don't have access to going to a normal tailor shop or a fashion school and you want to learn how to make these clothes, this simple, ready to wear kind of clothes, people learn a lot from YouTube. Personally, for me, I learned how to do makeup on YouTube. I didn't go to any makeup school. I learned how to do it on YouTube. I had the passion for it. I felt I could do it, and thankfully, I'm the kind of person that grabs things by just watching. So I was lucky to grab all that, and then I started doing makeup, and before you know it, I was making money from doing makeup. There are some things, yes, it may be very tricky to learn online, but trust me, most things you can learn online, because everything it's going to be itemized in the video, it's going to be shown. The only problem is you may not understand the particular teacher, but then, in fact, there are so many teachers on YouTube who teach how to sew, who have patterns, who have freehand, whatever. So you have to identify what you can understand and just stick with that. Now, the great thing about tailoring is you will make mistakes, trust me, and those mistakes are doing what? They're going to help you learn. The more you make the mistakes, the more you learn from it, and the more you move away from making those mistakes. And trust me, do you know what is happening? As you're making those mistakes, you're getting better, because you're not going to be making those mistakes again, because you've seen the mistake, you understand why you made that mistake, and you're going to move away from it, right? And that's moving you forward. And so, making mistakes is perfect in sewing. And sometimes, if you're even lucky, a mistake could turn to fashion statement. To me, I believe in fashion. Example for me, when I make a mistake, it's wingable. Trust me. I can't really say I've never made a mistake, but I'm really detailed with my sewing, so I hardly make those kind of mistakes. But whatever it is, to me, I feel any mistake in fashion is fashion. So far as you still have good fitting on the body, I'm not talking about all those tailors that do what I ordered versus what I got, not that one. I'm talking about a good tailor that actually made a very well-fitted clothes, but maybe the style of the sleeve or something in the style is not exactly how you wanted it, but it will still look good because the person has the idea of fitting. Like she knows how to make sure that these clothes give your body a good fit. The thing about fashion is once you have a good fit, whatever thing you look at it as a mistake, to me, it's fashion. Okay. Another point I'd like to highlight is to document your growth. As you grow, as you do something, you make that first dress, take a picture of it, whatever that you made a mistake or not, just document your growth. Let there be like pictures of your work. Later on, as you go and you advance and you come back to these pictures, you look at what you've done versus what you're doing now, and you see the amount of growth, and that would just show you that everything takes time. As good as I am with making clothes, I cannot still say that I'm perfect, and I cannot still say that I'm not still learning. I am still learning. The only difference between me and a beginner is that my learning level has gone way past someone who just started. So whatever it is you're doing, always document it, always aim for growth. There's nothing that you're doing now that does not require learning. Trust me, no matter the point you've gotten in this life, you still need to learn, because if you don't learn, people will leave you behind. Take sewing for instance. I'm feeling like I'm the professional tailor, the highest, the best, the talk of the sound tailor, and I'm there feeling like I'm the Bado tailor. Meanwhile, a lot of things, a lot of trends are coming up, a lot of new techniques are coming up, a lot of other things almost every month. In fact, almost every day, new things are coming up, and I'm feeling like the bad, what they call them, local champion. I'm feeling like I'm the baddest in Nigeria. Meanwhile, your mates abroad have gone like 1 million steps ahead of you because of what they are learning. They never stop learning. So never stop learning, whether you're a tailor or a fashion designer or a photographer or a makeup artist or a hairstylist. Never stop learning. The learning never ends. Okay, the last and final tip is get all that you need to perfect your craft or to perfect what it is you want to learn. Get everything ready so that you don't have anything limiting you or anything holding you back. And with this said, I have a video up, basic kit you need for sewing. So if you're not a tailor or you're not looking to learn how to sew, you can easily Google or check on YouTube the basic kit you need for whatever it is you want to learn. Okay, with these few things I've said, I hope you're able to grab one or two lessons, and I hope you're able to start that thing that you have been thinking you cannot do or thinking you can never do. Just start it, and trust me, you will know where it takes you. That brings us to the end of this video. If you enjoyed this video, please do well to leave me a comment in the comment section. Let's continue this conversation there. If you have extra tips that I haven't mentioned, please let me know in the comment section so that I can learn from you. Okay, and in the meantime, guys, if you haven't subscribed up to this moment, what are you waiting for now? Join this family, like the video, share the video, leave me comments. All these things like kind of ginger me and make me really happy and really want to put in all the work and continue putting on the work. Thank you so much once again, and see you in my next video. Okay, bye.